Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Brew Jackets. It's a fun Blue Jackets themed podcast. My name is Kevin, and joining me tonight, as always, is my co-host Hefty Duck. And as always, we always invite other people to come on the show. Whether they do or don't is a different story. There's always next time if they can't come on. But anyways, we got some stuff to talk about. Today's show, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite Dmitri Voronkov moments from this past season. There were some good ones, and we're going to talk about them. Yegor Chinakhov, he wants to be traded. We're going to talk about that. And, maybe what could that mean for the Blue Jackets. Got some fun hockey videos to share. Recently went to Cincinnati for some Reds games, and I'm going to share pictures from my Cincinnati trip. And 21 Pilots, the band from Columbus that are big Blue Jackets fans, they don't like Michigan. What do I mean by that? I'm going to show a video to explain that. All this and more on today's show.
Yeah, and more. Yeah, we got actually quite a bit to talk about again. I know that there is this what's called a summer lull in the off season, but rumors galore. Shit's crazy. New hirings, new firings. So it's not like we have to just make up shit. It's just nice because I hate some of those manufactured headlines. But big shout out to our audio listeners. You guys have been rocking it lately. If you too would like to listen to us on audio, you can check us out on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Check us out there. Also, check out our YouTube. We do go live there every Sunday at 7 as well. But we are, our biggest audience is here on Twitter. I say here on Twitter because that's our main place. But check out our YouTube. Check out our Facebook. All the links are found in our bios. Check it out. So quite a lot to talk about.
Yes.
I want to start with something maybe that's not quite as I hesitate to say important because it's an incredibly important job. In fact, it can help out games tons and tons and tons. So there is a new staff member on the Blue Jackets that I don't know if we mentioned it a little bit last week.
No.
But not really much. So Paul DeFazio is the new equipment manager for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, he was hired in part due to a raving review from Sid the Kid himself, Sidney Crosby. So I think he was an assistant manager there for a long time, and the Blue Jackets picked him up as their new head equipment manager. That being said, I mean, this is really late news. I'm really late to the party on this one, but I think we actually might have talked about this in a episode a couple months ago. But Jamie Healy will not be returning after 24 years of being working for the Blue Jackets. He was an assistant equipment manager for a long time, and then he graduated to being the head equipment manager for the past few years. He'd also been the equipment manager for Team USA several times for the World Championships and stuff like that. So huge props to Jamie Healy for all he's done over these past few years. It's a bummer to see things like that happen when you have I don't know, someone who's been so loyal for so long be taken out of the equation. Now, on the flip side of that, in the past years, the Blue Jackets have been very loyal to their employees for the most part too. They don't fire someone lightly. They'll keep some around, maybe a little bit after they maybe should have left, to see if things can improve. Former GMs, stuff like that. Not even trying to take a dig here, just saying. They're very loyal to people, but this shows that they are willing to let Don Waddell, because as the president of hockey operations and the general manager, he has a lot of control over these things, and that is something that will affect the team and their effectiveness, on the ice. It's not just a player breaks his stick or loses his stick. Oh, get one to him now. Like, that's part of it. That's a little part of it. Sure. It's everything else that comes with it. I mean, gotta have the best equipment ready available at all times for any player. And anyway, not like I said, not that it's like not important, but it's not like headlining news very much at the moment. But congrats to Paul DeFazio. Good luck to you on your job. Jamie Healy, man, I mean, Columbus is your home. I'd hope you can find some other gainful employment.
Yeah.
And something that you love to do. So
It's essentially reading articles about this, from the Columbus media and on Twitter. It just comes down to, the Blue Jackets. They were interviewing multiple guys for this position, and the reason why they get the equipment guy from Pittsburgh basically comes down to this. I'm paraphrasing it, but it's basically this: is they're interviewing the Blue Jackets, they're interviewing all these guys for this job. And then Rick Nash, who played with Sidney Crosby for Team Canada in the Olympics, goes, and it just so happens that the guy from Pittsburgh, he's one of those guys that they're interviewing. And Rick Nash goes to Sidney Crosby and asks about him. And Sidney Crosby has a lot of good stuff to say about him. And essentially, that was it. That was the end of that. And any other person that the Blue Jackets may have been considering for that job was done. They were essentially going to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins equipment guy. As soon as, Rick Nash asked about Sidney Crosby, and you have Sidney Crosby saying all these good things, that was it. The Blue Jackets had made the decision, and they were not going to pick anyone else. So
yeah. So I get it. I don't think it was anything that Jamie Healy was lacking or anything like that.
no.
I think that it's literally, it could be as little as paying someone a little less or something like that too.
Yeah.
It could be as much. I don't know, because he's got all that. He's got so much experience. I think that an NHL team would definitely benefit picking up Healy in the future. There was another fellow let go too, and I'm so sorry that I'm blanking on your name right now. But so yeah, that's just a little bit. I real quick, I want to talk about the other recent hires too, just because once again, like the Chinakhov thing is going to be our some meat and potatoes here too. But the second generation of Donskov hockey players. So Anthony and Matthew Donskov, they helped run the Donskov development camp in Columbus area, which was originally started by their father, Paul. Now, that has been going on for about 4 decades now, and these guys have been in charge for a minute. So why I'm bringing them up is they have been hired as development coaches for the Columbus Blue Jackets. There's another Rick Nash involved hire here as well. So last year, Rick Nash kind of brought them in during the camp and liked what he saw and liked them. And he had them do another project for him. I'm not sure what that was, but and he really, really liked the way that they work. And so, he will, Anthony and Matthew, good luck to you this year as new development coaches. They'll be coaching alongside Tommy Cross as well.
Yes.
So
And now we move on to, I guess, the big news which is as of right now.
controversy.
Yeah, not really, but that's besides
No.
the point. Yegor Chinakhov, as I've put up on the screen, that is a picture of Yegor Chinakhov. So Blue Jackets winger Yegor Chinakhov wants to be traded. And at first it was like he wants to be traded, and it's like, well, no, he doesn't. But now it's come out to turns out that yes, he does want to get traded. And we welcome our good friend of the show, Heartsy. Welcome back to the show, Heartsy.
What's going on, fellas? I completely forgot that I was going to be getting on here. So
That's all right.
excuse my short-term memory.
So that's okay. So we're going to talk about Yegor Chinakhov for a bit after that. And then Heartsy, I know you wanted to talk about those jerseys and, that Russian game, and we'll get you in there on that as well.
Yes.
So as I said before, Blue Jackets winger Yegor Chinakhov wants to get traded. First, it was he doesn't want to get traded. He wants to get traded. Then it's like, well, no, he doesn't. And then it turned out to be that actually he does. His agent confirmed that, yeah, he does want to get traded. I get issues with Dean Evison. And I guess, he doesn't like that he didn't really play a lot when he came back from injury. And when he did play, it was a third line role. And I understand, why he didn't like that. Because look, Yegor Chinakhov has proven with the Blue Jackets, when he's healthy, he can be a first line, second line talent. The dude is really good at shooting the puck. There are very few people on the Blue Jackets can shoot the puck like he can. There are some goals that he scored that Yegor Chinakhov could do. Maybe Kirill Marchenko and Adam Fantilli, but very few people can shoot the puck like he can. And the goals that he scored is like, whoa, that's an awesome shot. How did he do that? Great shot. Blows it by the goalie because he has that shooting ability. We've talked about this before, but Yegor Chinakhov, when he nonchalantly just casually shoots it, it's like 97 miles per hour. That's just the type of talent that he has. And then we've seen it where he really puts every single little, extra oomph, and he puts everything he has into it, and he really puts effort into it. It's like 105 miles per hour and just slap shot and just boom, just blow it past the goalie. That's the type of talent that he has. And he scored some of those goals when he was healthy, and he started out real strong on the first line with Kirill Marchenko and Sean Monahan. 7 goals in his first 14 games, playing really good. And the goal that I remember from him was the second home game of the season. The Blue Jackets are playing against Buffalo, and I was at that game, and the Blue Jackets are on the power play, and he scored. And I had a perfect view of that shot. He gets the puck, puck gets passed to him, and he just blows it by the goalie. No chance, because he has that awesome shooting ability that very few people on the Blue Jackets have. So he has that talent to be a first-line, second-line guy. But what has been an issue with Yegor Chinakhov is that he gets hurt. Now, a lot of these injuries where he gets hurt, it's honestly not his fault. The one injury happened years ago where he's playing the puck and then someone falls on him and then he was out. And then it's, he blocks a shot. He does this and that. It's like, it's not you get hurt and sometimes it's your fault, but for him, it's not really necessarily your fault, but it happens. And so essentially what happened is when he got hurt, who took over that spot? It was Dmitri Voronkov. and Dmitri Voronkov played really good on that first line. And that by the time Yegor Chinakhov came back in March, so, you miss games essentially from October to March. That's a good chunk of the season. And by the time you you've missed a lot of games, and there really isn't a lot of time for you to get back, because at that point in time, the Blue Jackets don't have a lot of games left. And also at that point in time, the Blue Jackets were fighting for a playoff spot, and they're not necessarily in a position to where they can afford to wait for someone to get back to their game and slowly ease into things. They just can't. If you're not playing good that day, then you have to sit. Someone has to take that spot. That's essentially what happened with Yegor Chinakhov. It's no disrespect to you. It's just that you missed a good chunk of the season, and that by the time you got back, other people were just playing better than you. And when you're in a fighting for a playoff spot, you really can't afford to wait for someone. You need guys that need to be ready now. And that's essentially what it is. It's no disrespect to you. You've proven that you can be a good player. We've seen it. It's just when
These
you're
other
hurt,
dudes they had a whole
when you're
season
hurt,
to develop chemistry too.
it does help to develop chemistry. And
You
it's
know,
like when you miss a good chunk of the games, it's hard to come back and just get going again. And
yeah,
so that's what it is. And fine, you can get asked to get traded. That's fine. But again, you have to realize that you're not necessarily in the greatest position, because you get hurt, so that doesn't help. You are a restricted free agent after this season, so the Blue Jackets still own your rights. So any team that tried to offer you a contract, the Blue Jackets could just put a stop to that immediately and match the contract. You're dirt cheap, $2 million. That's really nothing when you have all the cap space in the world that the Blue Jackets do. So realistically, no, the Blue Jackets are not going to give up something like that when you have a guy that's first line, second line talent that's dirt cheap. Sorry. Like, you're going to have to come to training camp, preseason, and play in the season, play good, show us what you got. And if you still want to go at that point, then you're going to be easier to trade. That's just how it is. I've kind of on a little rant, a little heater here, so I'll stop talking for a bit.
well,
We can get Hefty Duck and Heartsy in here.
and you bring up a good point too. I mean, maybe I'm just making a different point here, but like doing this publicly in this way, it's a very similar. It reminds me of, Elvis stuff from last year a little bit, but this is much more straight to the point and much more like we are requesting a trade. Now, I have a quote here. I'm getting this quote out of an article from the Hockey News from Jason Newland. Newland. I don't want to butcher your name, man. Sorry, but yeah. Just yesterday, after it came out that Yegor Chinakhov may went out of Columbus, a story on a Russian website had the following quote from Chinakhov, and this is Chinakhov. This is a translated version of what Chinakhov said. So if there's like a slightly different word there, just imagine it's the one
There's a
you
language
want.
barrier.
I was put in the first game, although I was supposed to come out for the third. The coach said not to worry about mistakes, just play. I understood that I hadn't played for a long time, so I agreed. There weren't many mistakes. We then watched the video. Yes, there were some in the game, but they weren't critical. The coach said that everything was fine. Play. Then he suddenly sat me down. He said that an assistant would explain the reason. The assistant showed a video with moments of the game, and I didn't understand what was going on. Chinakhov went on to say, the most interesting thing is that at the end of the year, even at a meeting, everyone was called, but there were no questions for me. I mostly talked to the assistants because the head coach said the assistants will explain everything to you, but they don't explain anything. Now, this could be several different reasons for this. One, as I literally just said, there could be a slight language barrier there. I'm sure there's some sort of translators, and there's people on staff that speak Russian, like can almost guarantee it. I mean, it's hockey. It's So, and then even at the very least, there's other teammates who might speak better English. And I didn't know Chinakhov like he didn't like speak super great a while ago, but I've heard him in other interviews. I think he speaks pretty good English.
Yes.
But at the same
English,
time, understanding could be a little different.
yeah.
So I have another quote here from Babayev, which is Chinakhov's agent.
Yeah.
And so let's see. So this comes from an interview with Aaron Ortsline, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, RB Sport Today. So sorry, totally different thing. So he was asked if Chinakhov was going to start in Columbus or be traded. Babayev responded, I hope that the club has heard Yegor and will try to find a trade before the championship starts. Let's hope that he will start the season on another team. This, I think, might be a kind of a slightly lost in translation thing. I think he meant season starts, not championship. But, anyway. So he wanted to say Yegor made an emotional, correct, and precise statement. So they're very clearly setting themselves apart from the Merzlikins thing last year, where his agent was like, "Oh, we didn't mean to," So last season, when he started feeling the first lines, he showed very strong results. But the coach, without explaining anything, just like Yegor said, moved him to the third line. I don't think anything needs to be explained.
No.
I'm not trying to dog on Chinakhov, but I understand he's also a pretty young guy, and experience might not quite tell him exactly what's going on yet. But like Kevin just explained a little bit ago, you just can't throw. Now, I'll finish reading this statement and then I'll talk a little bit more. The coach does not see where he can be useful. Yegor is uncomfortable, so he made such a statement. I am in good dialogue with Columbus. They know our position and what we want. We understand that the situation in the club and that it's not so easy to change such a player from the first round of the draft, which Yegor was. It's clear that Yegor wants to change the team, and I, for my part, support him 100%. So he is not happy about his potential third line possible minutes. So I'm going to share something real quick myself, and that is this. All right. So once again, and oops, I have to remove that.
Yeah.
This was from a different. I totally forget where this from. If it's the NHL's. You can see right above the NHL.com's projected lineup here. Columbus Blue Jackets. And top line has Voronkov, Monahan, Marchenko. In Voronkov's place last year at the start of the season was Chinakhov.
Mm-hmm.
Understandably so. He's very talented. Now, that line that ended up being Voronkov, Monahan, and Marchenko ended up being like the top line in the NHL at what part of the season.
Yes.
So who are you removing from that now? Because yes, even Chinakhov might have better hands and speed than Voronkov, but he does not have better defense. 100% Chinakhov does not have better defense than Voronkov. I do not believe that in any way. And that, looking at the other two, the firepower on that top line, Monahan, Marchenko, Voronkov fits in there very nicely and is able to make them a well-rounded line. Mm-hmm. Look at the next line. Kind of same thing with Boone Jenner. And so for the audio listeners here, I'm going to read out these lines and you think about who is coming out for Chinakhov. So Dmitri Voronkov, Sean Monahan, Kirill Marchenko, top line. Boone Jenner, Adam Fantilli, Kent Johnson, second line. Yegor Chinakhov, Charlie Coyle, Matthew Olivier, third line. Now these are projected as well. Obviously, there's a whole development camp to go on and everything. Then they have Sillinger, Lundstrom, and Miles Wood on the third line there. Sorry, fourth line. I definitely think Sillinger should be up a little higher. I think what's happening here though is that they have a lot of the same position players. So we're gonna need now. I wish that Yegor took this more as a challenge to do better and to guarantee his spot. Because he very well could be in that line instead of Voronkov.
Yeah.
It very, very well could be. Boone Jenner does not. He has so many points. he had so many goals, so many points. As little games as he played last season, he deserves that spot. He can come in and out of the lineup and be fine because he has the experience and the know-how to do that. Chinakhov obviously was not able to do that exactly right.
No.
Who are you taking out? Michkov, Kitten. Oh, sorry. This is Hartsey. We got different names for him and everything like that. So
I got a lot of names.
as a little bit of a outsider looking in and knowing how some of these guys have been from just us talking about it, where do you who would you take out?
And that's one of the more tougher questions that you've asked, because I genuinely don't know who goes where, because this seems like a pretty good lineup in and of itself right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. I think Sillinger definitely deserves to be up, Kevin, up.
I could see him and Coyle switching to I know the positioning is a little bit different, but
yeah. And it is definitely hard to find a place when everything is stocked up, especially for one specific player. I know Chinakhov is definitely, he's got talent. He's young. I mean, he's only got one more year left on his contract until he becomes a restricted free agent. But I mean, demanding a trade after being put on the third line, dude, there's been guys that have been scratched, benched, sent down to the minors. I understand coming off of an injury, you expect to, at least get a chance to, get the rust off, get warm again because you've been off the ice, rehabilitating, possibly getting surgery and all that. But I mean, that top six it looks so good from here.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I don't know if you could put your captain on the third line.
right.
And I don't know where you can't move Fantilli down anymore. You can't you can't move Marchenko down anymore. That's why you're at such a crossroads here, which if I'm Dean Evison and I'm Don Waddell, I got a hard decision to make, I personally, I wouldn't want to lose Chinakhov because he's still young and he can still progress and get better. An injury definitely sets you back, but I'm just not too sure if I'm Chinakhov, I don't know if demanding a trade is going to really help you here, because what if you go somewhere else and you get put on the third line? You're going to demand a trade out of there next?
Right.
I'm going into this with a Philly person mindset. If he wants to leave. If you don't want to be here, just go,
Yeah.
But, at least, I mean, maybe he does, again, I'm a complete outsider. I have no idea what the hell goes on around there. But, I mean, come on. You gotta give us a chance because we're giving you a chance. You know what I mean? So who would I take out? I'm not too sure. It's hard to make a call, especially considering I know nothing. And it's season's nowhere near from being close.
No, that's exactly what I what I wanted from someone who's like a little bit taken back from the situation, because all of us, we have some of our favorite players. I hate to see this guy go. And at the beginning of last season, when Laine departed and all that, not beginning, but Don Waddell was talking about how he sat down with every single player and was like, do you want to be part of the solution? Do you want to be part of the future? And everyone who was on the team this past season, I believe, agreed to that and wanted to be part of the future and wanted to be that. So, I guarantee Chinakhov's, he's got friends here. I mean, he's from what I've read, he's training with Marchenko over in Russia this off season, with other NHL players too. But like him, the Russian, we call him the Russian mob line or something like that, right? The Russian, like Voronkov, Chinakhov, Marchenko. That would be sick. But
I could have sworn that was a line at one point.
It was at one point. Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it too. I like that line.
And they were very good.
They were.
I think that having Monahan in there helps out Voronkov and Marchenko a lot, though, as well.
Yeah.
Chinakhov can be kind of a glass cannon. He's got a hard ass shot, and he's very fast. He can get back, but the last few games he got in the last season, he was a -8 by the end of it. Now plus minus isn't the greatest thing, but when you're on a team that not many other people have much of a minus, and you're just growing, get him off the ice because he's not playing defense right. That's what it says to me, and I'm just So, I got one more comment here. I mean, I could probably go on for this for freaking forever, so I will leave it after this. But
how much time we got?
Oh, we got plenty. Waddell said, "I told Babaev." Now I'm maybe butchering his name too. Sorry, Babaev. You tell me how it's pronounced.
That's pretty close.
So I told Babaev he has value. I will talk to teams. I have talked to teams, but I'm not just going to trade him because you said to trade him. It's rumored that, and maybe not even rumored, maybe it was confirmed. I don't actually know. Don't listen to me on that. I'm not breaking news. I'm just recanting this. Anyway, so that he was maybe possibly included in the offer for Noah Dobson before he was traded elsewhere. So it's I don't think it's like a mystery that Chinakhov kind of wanted out, and that the team is willing to let that happen too. But he's not gonna. I won't trade him just to trade him. So,
if I can, I feel like me and Kevin talked about that whole Dobson situation, and I feel like Voronkov's name was brought up.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I feel like his name was brought up. I feel like the Islanders asked for that, but I think they just, what you said, they asked for a bit too much, which is why we're not doing this.
No,
but now that it's known,
Hartsey, you're right. It was the Islanders. They wanted, essentially, it was one of two things. Either they wanted Dmitri Voronkov plus their 2 first-round draft picks and a prospect, or Dmitri Voronkov / Chinakhov and their 2 and 3 3 draft picks, which would have been 2 first-round draft picks, and another draft pick. And at that point, you say, no, that's too expensive. You're being greedy. No thanks.
And if that's for just Dobson alone, if I'm Waddell, I'm hanging up so fast. It's not even funny.
I mean, if we were a game off the Stanley Cup Finals, if we were like, in this quarterfinals, some shit like that, but trade the farm for whatever you can to make us win next year. But we're not quite in that position.
No.
You can't just.
We gotta get there first,
And that kind of proposed trade, where you're essentially telling the Blue Jackets to get one guy, you either have to give up one player plus 2 draft picks plus a prospect, or one player. It's not happening. Like, if you're telling me to get one guy, I have to give up one player plus 2 draft picks and a prospect, or 1 player plus 3 draft picks and a player. At that point, you need to come up with your offer. Give me a player with that player. Give me a draft pick or a prospect or 2 to go with that player. So I feel like it balances it out, and I'm getting something with it, rather than just blowing it on all these assets for just one guy. Like, that's what I would say if I was Don Waddell there. Like, okay, you want to get one, you want all this stuff for one guy, then you need to bring up your side of your side of the deal and give me a draft pick or a prospect or 2 or something like that to go with him, instead of just what you offered, which is too expensive.
Yeah, it's just it got to a point where it was just like, man, this, and then this. I mean, if you can either shave off some of this, because there's no way I'm giving you this much for this little, or you can definitely add some more value to this trade, because we don't know how the hell Noah Dobson is going to turn out. He could be an absolute bum for all we're concerned, and we just gave up 2 firsts and a prospect and one of our top guys. No. Get off of our line with that. That's not happening.
Right. That's right. So
It made no sense hearing it for
Well,
the first time.
yeah, and the only, I guess, the counter argument. Oh,
Wow.
the only counter argument I have here is really that Yegor Chinakhov needed this last season. He needed to stay healthy to get that season under his belt where he really could show off, and he started to. And once again, in yet another season, he got injured badly enough to miss a lot of games. That just reminds me of Patrick Laine. Useful, incredibly talented player when they're able to play.
yes.
So I believe that teams could be looking at Chinakhov as a possible risk. Now, it was said by his agent that whatever he got done over in Moscow for his back was not a surgery. The manager said it was more of an injection or something like that, and that Yegor Chinakhov is 100% pain-free and is training as hard as he possibly can. And was at the time too. Like, he was pain-free almost immediately. So now I'm really curious of what that was.
Horse tranquilizer.
I don't believe it. I don't think it was steroids. I don't
Horse
think it's anything like that.
electrolytes.
But hold on. But Babayev did say that it was something that was not allowed in North America or something like that, or not able to do in North America. Well, the only thing that really comes to my mind, and this is totally unsubstantiated for any reason. This is not fact. The only thing that comes to my mind that wouldn't really be allowed here in the United States that would maybe help is something along the lines of some sort of stem cell research stuff.
It could be that. I think it could be that.
Because,
I mean, I've seen a lot of guys get that done.
Yeah, and especially if it's something done by top doctors in Russia, in Moscow. And I mean, I'm not here to argue the ethics of that. I'm just totally rambling crazily about something I don't know for any sort of fact that that's a fact. But
it could be completely far off. It could be something completely natural.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it were something along that lines, and because it's a non-steroid, and I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but anyway, that's totally besides any of the point of any of this. But he is doing great. He is training hard. So whether or not he plays for the Blue Jackets this season, we'll see.
Maybe
Babayev
he could
did
to
say
the Flyers. Maybe he could.
What do you got? What do you got for trade?
We'll give you Bobby Brink and a second round pick. That's what I got for you.
You got any goalie prospects?
You can have Alexei Kolosov.
Speaking of goalie prospects, the reason I bring that up, so let's change some topics real quick. I got one thing.
Yeah,
great segue. I love it.
Oh, unless you want to, if you have anything more to say here about this.
No, I don't have anything to say. You can talk about your goalie thing, but I want to get Hartsey in here because he really wanted to talk about two specific things here.
Sure.
Oh, okay. I hear you. Well, you just damn. This is put on the spot.
So
and this. I thought we were gonna save this for the end of the show. I thought we were gonna save this for the end. But
if you want.
I
really thought we were saving this for the end. I got
no. There's two jersey concepts that Hartsey wanted to talk about, and he hasn't been able to come on the show, but he came on the show today, and he wanted to talk about these two jersey concepts for the Blue Jackets. So, Hartsey, this is your moment to shine right here. Go ahead, talk about them.
God. Okay, so these are from PGH Concepts. I'm pretty sure they're based out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So don't flame me. But yeah, I saw these absolute fire jersey concepts because he's doing a series of NHL concepts. And I saw these Jackets ones. And there's a couple. He made like a full home away alternates, throwbacks, and I think he calls one of them fan connects. like a Fanatics thing, and this is one of them. It's Kromarchenko in a very bright neon green, straight out of World of Chell jersey. And if I'm being honest, I would drop $200 something on these. I'm gonna be honest. I'd pay for these. I mean, come on. I mean, I know Kevin doesn't like the neon green. I can tell that by the look on his face. He hates them. He's probably gonna vomit. Like that's how. But I think, I mean, I think it could work. I think it could work. Incorporate a little bit more of that old neon green. It's what's so bad? What's so bad about it?
So besides this hurting my eyes and being hideous and having the highlighter helmets and everything, my biggest gripe about all of this. So for our audio listeners, I'll explain this a little bit more. So this uniform has the Union blue on the shoulders going down to the wrists, like the normal jersey does. It has a white line, a red line, and a neon like stinger green jersey. Everything else is normal color. Everything else is
Chernobyl
red and
green.
blue. Now, it has a Stinger logo in the middle of it too. The kind of like little cartoony one. Now my biggest gripe with all of this is that Stinger's kepi is gray.
Oh, you're right. It is gray.
Yeah.
So, dude, the only thing is, you know what I'm saying? That was the other side.
They made Stinger a Confederate in the
right.
John.
So,
PGH, you got to change it.
There's two things about this. Yeah, ugly ass, hideous, whatever the hell this thing is, and then the gray kepi. And,
oh man!
No offense to the guy who made this. It's just
he fixed the kepi.
It's a great Photoshop.
It just fixed the
well
kepi.
He also made he made 4 more jerseys. I don't know if Kevin wants to pull those up.
No. I will, Hartsy. Are you done talking about this one?
Yeah, I would buy it.
Okay. Well, it's god awful, so no. But but that's not all, because Hartsy is right. There are other concepts that he did that Hartsy does want to talk about. So here is the first one.
Okay, these are much more. These are definitely way better. And yeah, Kevin's giving the thumbs. Yeah, it's easy on the eyes. There's still a little hint of Stinger green in there, but it's not too much to make you rinse your eyes out. Now I like these a lot.
Yeah,
these are really good. I like the cannon from the Stadium series.
Yeah.
I mean, I would also spend $200 on these.
Yeah.
Are these? What do you guys think? Huh?
I'll describe them for the audio listeners real quick. So these we talked about these last week, I believe. These are the ones. They're the jerseys with the Canon logo from the outdoor game on the front. Now the striping, instead of having the chevrons, they have like a scarlet and gray, scarlet and silver stripes around the elbows and the waist on the dark blue. On the white one, and if you didn't notice that, that's the Ohio State.
It's logo. Ohio State reference. Oh my god!
So and then
these are awesome.
The away one, it's on the sleeves, it's a red, gray, blue, gray, red line, and then same around the waist. So, and what he referenced the Stinger green in there is like on the inside of the collar. You wouldn't see it when someone's actually wearing the jersey, but it's just a little Easter egg kind of there. But besides describing it for the audience, I love these. That's I love them a lot.
Yes, this is we showed this on our show last week, but we're showing it again because Hartsy wanted to talk about it, and Hartsy's here, so we're talking about it again because Hartsy wanted to talk about it, and we're talking about it. And this is a good jersey. I like this perfect shade of blue. I like that. You're using the outdoor game logo. It's very Canon because it's got Canon shoulder patches. They're really using the Blue Jackets Civil War theme there. And then, you're essentially taking the third jersey striping from the Blue Jackets third jersey, and you're changing the colors. So there's no light blue on this, but it's basically, and no vintage looking cream on there too, but it's, the white, the silver, the red on the blue. And, like the normal home jerseys, like it's got the star on it on both jerseys. So that's cool. Kind of got that more old school looking, string tie. That's cool. And the white looks good too. So that's cool. Overall, this is a good jersey set. And in some hypothetical scenario, if this was the jersey in real life for the Blue Jackets, I would definitely get this. And this is something I've noticed, is that ever since the Blue Jackets revealed their outdoor game jersey, I have seen a lot of hockey jersey concepts where people essentially use the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey in some way, shape, or form, and they make their own hockey jersey concept out of it. That's been a popular thing. I've seen a lot of them. And this continues.
It was really well done.
Yes, it
They
was.
did it
Huge
right.
props.
This
Blue Jackets design team.
They did a great job with it. And this jersey concept right here continues that trend of, in some way, shape, or form, using the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey and people putting their own little twist, their own little style on it. So overall, this is pretty good. But there's more. This is not it. There is more.
But wait.
So essentially, some PhD concepts took the Blue Jackets third jersey and add his own little flavor to it. What's the difference? Well, the Canon logo is outlined in light blue. It's not like that on the normal third jersey. You're taking the outdoor game jersey logo and you're taking that Canon and you're putting that there, because the regular third jersey has a different Canon logo, not the outdoor game jersey Canon logo. And the Canon, there is a light blue on this one. Again, the normal Canon logo on the third jersey does not have light blue on the Canon. And then it has the state of Ohio in that logo with the star in the middle to represent Columbus. Also, there is a star on the sleeves, which again, the normal third jersey does not have. Another thing is that there's green in the collar like Stinger, and then there's a little silver on the collar as well, because again, the Blue Jackets third jersey does not have silver on the collar. So I like this. This is essentially PhD Concepts' take on the Blue Jackets third jersey and making it slightly different. I like this. This is cool. I'd get this if this was the jersey in some hypothetical scenario. Heartsy will get you in here because, again, you wanted to talk about this stuff. So this is your moment to shine. Go ahead, talk about it.
They also added the star from the home and road jerseys onto the cuff of the sleeves there. These are
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
again
that comes from.
Yeah, they are pretty clean. I like these. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
This one, if I'm being honest, I'd put this over the actual alternate jerseys. But what do I know? I'm just a filthy Flyers fan. But yeah, he killed. He did great with all of these jerseys. Except for the next one that Kevin's about to show here, which is basically the one we just talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I would also buy these. This is another $200 down the drain from me.
Yeah. I know. Anything to say about this, Hefty Duck?
Nothing more than probably what I said last week, but I can't remember exactly what I said, but I like these a lot. The only thing that would really set this off and complete it for me would be a silver outline around the star on the cuff. That's super like detailed and specific, but like for
Yeah.
whatever reason, I don't know why I want to see a barrier there between
Yeah.
the cream and the blue.
Yeah. Yeah. All right,
Can't
and
help it.
and
Yeah, let's
then
talk about my favorite ones here. These are slightly different from the ones that we just talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
These ones
Yeah.
are different because
Yeah.
the white stripes are a bit wider.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's basically like the classic jersey, but green.
Yeah. No.
These are the Fan Connect jerseys. Also, yeah, you're right. The Kepi is gray again, but
Yeah,
we
and
don't
I
talk
just
about
looked up the old Stinger logo.
we don't talk
and
about that one.
Some of this one that has a dark blue outline has like a lighter blue fill, but they're all filled in blue. Like the actual logos are blue for sure.
Yeah,
It's blue Kepi.
So, and
it is a
maybe
blue
it's just
Kepi.
because it's easier to see.
Yeah, but no, blue
Yeah.
Kepi.
You wouldn't spend $200 Fanatics on this?
No,
Bro,
no.
I don't know that I'd spend $20 on this.
no,
You wouldn't spend $45 DH gate style on these?
no.
I work too hard for my money, man. I work
no,
too hard for it.
No,
Oh my.
I'm sorry. Awful. It's way better.
Yeah, well, thank God they're not real. Because
Yeah.
if the Jackets came, what's your reaction if the Jackets came out tomorrow and said, "We're doing neon green Stinger jerseys"?
So the only way I would actually find all of this acceptable is if it was for like a Nickelodeon or kids night. The Monsters do that.
I would do that.
The Monsters Nickelodeon jerseys, like, wow. If they wore them all the time, I would be like, dude, this is god ridiculous. But
Yeah,
for like a
this were like
special
a
event,
normal
especially
jersey.
for something with kids, it would be cool. You know, and it's a very unique jersey, like one of a kind. Then, like, I wouldn't wear it, but I would probably hang it up or something.
You wouldn't wear this outside?
No.
Maybe
Maybe for like that one night, maybe for like the theme night that it was for, but like, yeah,
I'm
because
not.
they
I'm
have
not,
like the Grateful Dead night ones that are all crazy and shit too. And
man, this is
not the biggest fan of those.
I'm
but
sorry.
if they did this like for a Halloween night or something, like if you played on like Halloween,
the scariest jersey concept you can think of.
The scariest guy, and they would meet up in the board, guys. Okay, Halloween game. We want to do special warm up jerseys. Think of something extremely Halloween and scary and would scare our fans.
No scary.
Boss, I got it. I got it, boss.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Jackets should
Yeah.
really have a Stinger logo on their jersey.
Well, they did.
Well, they should bring it back and make it permanent.
No.
Imagine they come out, these are the new home jerseys.
No. All right, that's enough. Anyways, okay. Next up, we're gonna talk about some of our favorite Dmitri Voronkov moments. So first things first, a moment that I like was this happened in a game against the Capitals. Now, we all know that Dmitri Voronkov does not speak a lot of English.
No.
There will come a point in time where he does speak a lot of English, but he's not there yet. But in due time, he will speak English. But until that point, his English isn't the greatest. And so because of that, translation issues can be a thing. And so in the game against the Capitals, the Blue Jackets are playing the Capitals. Dmitri Voronkov gets called for, 10-minute, is a 10-minute misconduct. Should have been off the ice. We got a penalty. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know exactly when it is, but he should have been off the ice in the penalty box, but he didn't hear that. Well, no, the ref told him 10. and he didn't understand that. He went off to the bench because, well, he doesn't really speak any English. And then he gets ready to. The Blue Jackets are on the power play, and he's getting ready to go for his next shift. And I was at that game, and I remember it, seeing Voronkov skate on the ice, and he's like Voronkov does on the power play. He's, stands right in front of the net, and I'm standing there looking like, wait, what? Like what? like what's going on here? Why is he on the ice? Why is he on the ice? He should not be here. And like the play went on for a bit, and then finally, eventually, the refs caught it, and it's like, okay. Then they stopped play, and then they went him off. And then they kicked him out for the rest of the game. It was like 10 minutes plus another 5. So
he got
was
a
done.
game misconduct for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he was supposed to. He already got a game misconduct.
No, so I think he got a 10, right?
Yeah.
So he's supposed to be either in the box or in the locker room.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And so he doesn't really, but and then they get him, and he's done for the day. And then that was the Blue Jackets had 10 seconds in the power play, so essentially killed it right there. You don't like that, but it is what it is. And then Voronkov leaves, and then he's done for the game. And after the end of the game, Adam Fantilli talks about it, and essentially, him and other players told the refs, well, he doesn't really speak English, so, he's not really going to understand it.
He wasn't doing it on purpose. He wasn't trying to be malicious or like fight someone.
No, he wasn't doing it on purpose. It's like they just said, well, he doesn't really speak any English, so it's not on purpose. And and it got the Blue Jackets a lot of fun, silly attention and everything. So that was that. And then I said at the time, a solution to that is, in the event if something like that happens again, go find Yegor Chinakhov or Dmitri or Kirill Marchenko or Ivan Provorov and have them translate to him like, hey, 10 minutes as in you need to go to the penalty box, not sit on the bench, so that something like that doesn't happen again. But and ultimately, no, and ultimately in the end, it didn't really hurt the Blue Jackets, but it's just kind of one of my fun Dmitri Voronkov moments that I liked. I'm also going to show some of my favorite goals that he scored. But before we get to that, Heartsy or Hefty Duck, anything to say?
No, this was one of my favorite Voronkov moments, even though it has nothing to do with like him actually playing good or anything, because every now and then, people take this game incredibly seriously, and as in my opinion, as they should. It's a career for people. It's ultimately it's a kid's game. So everyone likes to say, yeah, why you have to be mad?
It's a hockey,
But like, the reason play professionally, you take professional things in a serious manner, but like just a little comedic relief is nice, especially with this team. Having gone through some past trauma with everything, all going back to Matisse Klavanieks as well. So just not taking yourself quite so seriously, learning to laugh at your mistakes a little bit and learning from them. This is one thing that I just don't think that he'll ever make the same mistake again.
No.
He will for sure be like, am I out or am I in?
Out.
And yeah.
You know what? I'm pretty sure. So I'm assuming the Jackets got like a bench minor for using an illegal player.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You know what? A situation like that reminds me of, it's not really like anywhere near the same, but I remember John Tortorella. We're in Tampa Bay, where the Flyers are in Tampa Bay, and we're just getting smoked by the Lightning. It's like 3-0, 4-0. And I think we got called for tripping, and the refs, it was Mark Stahl and someone else. I think it was Brink Forster or someone. I don't remember. or it was Zamula, or I don't remember. Again, I don't remember. This was like last season, but we're getting smoked by Tampa Bay. We got to kill a penalty. The refs got it wrong, and then they had to correct themselves. And Torch was like, "Hold on, what do you mean it's on us?" Even though it was so obvious that it was on us that we tripped one of the Lightning players. I think it was like Yanni Gord. I don't think it was Yanni Gord. I think it was like Point or something, or Isimont. I don't remember.
And
But
it was Stahl that tripped him.
it was Stahl and I think Zamula who like tripped him at the same time. It was crazy. I think John Boy did a breakdown on it. So
because Stahl's getting called for anything ever, I almost can guarantee it.
yeah, it's
Anyway,
probably
sorry, continue.
yeah. So we're killing a penalty. Lightning score. So it's like 4-0 or 5-0, and this is like the first or second period. So it was a bad game in Tampa. This was supposed to be like some sort of celebratory night where they celebrated the 0-4 final that Tampa Bay won. Of course, it's against us, and Torch is coaching us, the Flyers. So Torch gets, he does his Torch things when, he's down bad, he's down and he's and he's not really happy about it. So he's giving the ref the business. Oh, you called that bullshit call and blah, 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 blah. And the ref kicks him out. Hey, Philadelphia bench minor for unsportsmanlike. And Tortorella refuses to leave the bench. He's yelling at the ref, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm staying right here. He's telling guys to get on the ice and everybody. And like the ref is like, we're not playing until he leaves. And then Torch is like, I'm not fucking moving. And then the ref's like, okay, we'll just sit here then. And then Konechny's going to the ref and is like, Konechny goes to the ref and he goes, he's not fucking moving. We gotta like do something. And he's like, well, we're not. And the ref is like, we're not fucking playing until Tortorella gets off the fucking bench. And Torch is just standing there. Like he pulls Sam Arison, he puts in Fedotov, like he's doing normal coach stuff, but he's not supposed to be behind the bench. He got kicked out. So it's just like a complete fucking Western standoff. Torts is standing on the bench with his arms crossed, like, I'm not fucking leaving. And the ref is like, you're going to have to leave. And, for like a solid 3 minutes, Torts was just not budging. He eventually left, but it was just hilarious. I mean, we were losing anyway, so I don't know. It was just so funny to see that. Just like Torts is like, I'm not fucking moving. I am not leaving this bench. You're gonna just play. That's what Torch said. Just play. Fuck off. Just play. But he eventually left, and we played the game. But I don't know why that just reminded me of what happened with Voronkov.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Except Torch was just angry, and Voronkov was just confused. But Torch just gonna do Torch stuff. The
highlights like part of why I loved Torch and part of why I didn't like him at sometimes because. I love it. I also dislike it. Like,
yeah, like coach, we're already losing, and you just got kicked out. Just leave, right? Just leave.
Yeah.
I think he got like fined by the league.
Oh, I can almost guarantee he got fined.
He got fined by the league. I think all the players paid it off, but
that's fine.
Oh, I think the team owners paid it off and not Torts. But I think that was just funny, and that just reminded me of what happened. You're not supposed to be here. Go to the locker room.
No. All right, so we've played this goal many times on the show, but one of my favorite moments from this past season from Dmitri Voronkov is the goal he scored in the Blue Jackets outdoor game. And this type of talent shows why he's so good. Dmitri Voronkov, 6'5", 230. He is just a big, giant beast in front of the net, and once he has his place in front of the net, you're not going to move him. And that's what happened on this play, is that he found his place in front of the net. Detroit tried stopping him, and it was a complete failure and did not work out. And he just scored right on this goal. And we're going to talk about this. So here we go. So, won by Fantilli. It goes to Zach Werenski. Goes to Kirill Marchenko. Back to Zach Werenski. And you can see, look, Voronkov, he's already in front of the net, and there's nothing they can do about that. Gonna go to Kent.
They're in a diamond formation penalty kill right here. So they're trying to cover up the middle, but like they have one of the smallest guys covering one of the biggest guys on the ice, so
Yeah.
it's really not going to work out here.
I
Yeah.
think it's
Talbot's going to get
one
shelled
of the
here.
more favored
Yeah. And-
kills as well.
Yeah.
Kent Johnson has the puck, and boom, shoot and score Dmitri Voronkov.
Like you can't do anything about that because he's already right in front of. I think that was Talbot. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure.
Yep.
Was that Cam Talbot? Yeah.
Yep.
Former Flyer.
But like,
and this was the Wings all game. This is their defense all game, not just on the penalty kill. And then we lost because of a missed penalty.
no, you didn't. It's like, but like, no, sorry, you're not going to stop it because Voronkov, by the time the puck gets to his stick, it's already going to be in the net, and you try stopping him, and you can't because once a dude that's 6'5", 230 plants his feet down in that spot, you're not moving him.
Yeah, you gotta get someone just about his size, and the Wings had no one on there. I think they had like Justin Holl and fucking Edmondson covering this guy. It's like you guys gotta move this guy. Like look at Holl there. Like they're not doing anything. Play defense.
Right.
Hold on, let's see who's out there. This is Comfort, JT Comfort, Mott, Evanson, and Justin Holl. Yeah, there's not a. If that's the best Detroit could have done at that time, yikes.
Just here we go, and you're right, Hartsy. Like smaller dude against Voronkov. That's not going to work. Sorry.
Yeah, it's you might as well just hope Talbot stops it. And they already got it to a position where he's probably going to tap it in. I mean, there's no one covering the corners here.
Yeah,
like the Wings didn't shift like at all.
Yeah.
So
that's just one of the reasons why the Jackets end up winning this game, and it's a complete and easy tap in here.
So, well, this one last time, I'll move on to the next one. But see, like, right, he's already there, and then you're going to see, whoop, he's just going to pop loose to this spot, and there's no way to stop it because you can't stop a dude that's 6'5", 230.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. It's not happening. He gets to the puck, it's in the net.
I think Evanson's a little bit shorter than him. I think he's just not as big as him.
Yeah.
Not to discredit what the Blue Jackets did here by pointing out all of Detroit's mistakes here, but like, yeah, Evanson was obviously Edmondson.
I thought it was Edvinson, yeah.
He was just completely on the wrong side of Voronkov, but Voronkov being wise enough to be in that positioning is amazing, but then having the physical skill to finish it off is
he got to a spot, and all he has to do is get your stick down and get that pass from I think who was that?
Kent
Who
Johnson.
gave it to him? Kent Johnson? Yeah.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get your stick down, and it's gonna go right off of your stick, and then so it's a bit of both. Detroit's terrible defense and just great puck movement by Columbus here.
And you know this, Hartsy, going into that game, Detroit had a negative 13 goal differential.
I mean, they played them before, and they let in 5 last time.
Yeah, that's another thing. The game before that, the Blue Jackets put 5 on them, and then 2 days later, you put 5 up again. So you gave up 10 goals in 2 games.
In Detroit, by the way.
Yeah, the first one was in Detroit. You put 5 on them. The second time was, at Ohio State and Columbus, and you put 5 up on them again. And so you give up 10 goals in 2 games. That's why you lose, because your defense is ass.
Yeah.
Just saying. Now, on to the next one. So this, again, just shows good hockey IQ by Dmitri Voronkov, but again, shows why he's so good in front of the net, using his 6'5", 230 frame. So it's on the power play. We're gonna turn that off again. So here we go. Kent Johnson has the puck. But I think that's like, I don't know who that is, but Kent Johnson. We got Zach Werenski, Kromarchenko. I want to back this up here for a sec. So you see that.
It's on the screen. Sorry.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right.
There it is.
Bingo card. All right. So we got Kent Johnson. Got the puck. Back to Kent Johnson. Okay. So what I like about this, so Voronkov's in front of the net. Looks like you can try and get a tip or like a, if it goes, or maybe a deflection goal, maybe a garbage goal right in front of the net where he jams it in. But Voronkov's going to realize that this play's not really available, and he's going to pop. There's going to a little area that he's going to pop up here, but no one's paying attention to this area. He's going to pop up to this area, and then he's going to get the puck and shoot and score. So Werenski, Kromarchenko, and you see there's Voronkov. He quickly pops up to this area. No one's paying attention. Voronkov sees that, pops up to this area. Marchenko sees that, he's going to quickly pass to him, and then he's going to shoot and score.
There's also a Canadian at a vertical base. Mike Matheson, for some reason, is just falling to the ice. So I don't know what happened there. Look at Matheson, number 8 in white here. I think he made a dive to try to stop that pass from getting through, but just too quick and too much.
It's better trying to use your stick and staying up in front of the goal to try to block the shot that was coming.
Because, I mean, you're going to take forever getting back up. I don't know why you. Yeah, I mean,
if you're going to miss with your
that
body,
ended up.
What's the difference in missing with your stick? Oh, missing with your stick, you're still on your feet.
Yeah, the whole dive blocking thing. I mean, it makes sense for a defender to try to.
If you're not the last one back, if it's not.
Yeah, if you're not the last one back.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
It's desperation. I get it.
But this is the part, like I said earlier, right here. Voronkov's in front of the net. Maybe get a deflection. Maybe try and jam it in. But then you realize that play's not going to work out.
You got 2 Canadians right there with
and then
Matheson and Savard, and then they get Savard to move up to the circles with the puck movement there, and all you got to do is get that puck right to the slot, and it's pretty much a easy tap in at that point, as long as Montembeault can stop it. In this case, he doesn't, but it's just great puck movement. But it's just great puck movement to get the defenders moving and getting them out of position. And just like that, puck's in the net, power play goal.
Right.
It's that easy.
I've said it before, but I really like that Voronkov's in front of the net. There's 2 guys by him, and you realize, okay, this play's not going to happen. So then you realize no one's really paying attention to this area. So you quickly bump out to this area, and then Marchenko sees that him to pass it to Voronkov, and he shoots and scores. Like, that's showing good hockey IQ right there by Voronkov. Because that's something that not everyone can do that or would recognize that.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to, of course, like it's hard to defend when you got one less guy on the ice.
Yeah.
But a skilled defender should be able to keep the puck to the perimeter and not have a guy like Marchenko at the goal line being just down there ready to give it to whoever gets open in front of the net. That's just how it is, though. That's just how it is. And plus, Werenski's a threat too. So on the power play, you're thinking, oh, this guy might just move in. That's why you move one of your defenders up and out there.
Yeah.
And he makes the pass.
Yeah. Hefty,
almost.
Yeah. Hefty, you have anything to say about this?
Good goal, good game. Go next.
Next.
All right, then.
Just that was a Yegor Chinakhov quote for any of the people. I think I might have butchered the quote a little bit too.
Yeah.
Back check, forecheck, paycheck.
So all right. Now on to the next thing. So 21 Pilots. They're from Columbus, and they're big Blue Jackets fans, and they played at the Blue Jackets outdoor game. Why'd I bring this up? Because I'm going somewhere with this. That's 21 Pilots. That's the That's the lead singer, Tyler Joseph. There you have the drummer, Josh Dunn, wearing a Blue Jackets shirt that says Jackets. And recently saw this on Instagram. And here, so they're at a. I gotta share this dirt.
You bring it. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so they're at 21 Pilots. They're at a concert and they're walking up on the stage, and there's Tyler Joseph, the lead singer of 21 Pilots, and you're gonna see it on the screen. 21 Pilots, being a good old Ohio man, being from Ohio, does not like Michigan, like most people in Ohio do. And he sees someone wearing a Michigan shirt, and he sees that, and he calls it out. Now, the sound on my computer crapped out, so unfortunately you won't be able to hear him officially say it, but there's captions on the video. So like he says, OH, Ohio, and then he goes back to the person wearing the Michigan shirt and says, why are you wearing a Michigan? What are you wearing a Michigan shirt for?
Oh, man. This is absolutely, I mean, this might have been bait to get them to talk to them. This could have been complete bait. I'm convinced that it is. Yeah, you can't fool me because, I mean,
like
if
they're
anyone
famously from Ohio, like then he went to Ohio State University, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, fuck Michigan. Michigan sucks. I hate those guys. Yeah, I hate those guys.
Yeah, like there's actually a literal song played many times around Ohio called "We Don't Give a Damn" for the whole state of Michigan.
It's true. It's true.
It's a very eloquent song.
This is I have never heard of this one. This is a first for me. I gotta hear this one.
I don't want to get DMCA'd, but
yeah. We'll listen, Heartsy, when we're like on the Discord or something, I'll play it for you.
Please do, because I want to hear this. I want to hear this damn song.
But yeah,
we're from Ohio and we hate Michigan, and they could burn in hell and die.
That's the gist. Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw that on Instagram, and the reason because I saw again on Instagram, I saw the 21 Pilots performance they did at the Blue Jackets outdoor game, and then I shared it. And then Instagram is like, oh, you like that? Well, here's like 50 different 21 Pilots videos. And I'm like, okay. I didn't necessarily ask for that, but it's fine. And then I saw this video pop up, and it's like, yeah, I have to share this. It's just a funny video, that this, 21 Pilots being from Ohio, Tyler Joseph, the lead singer, being an Ohio guy, an Ohio State guy, that's what gets his attention. He's played and had many concerts all over the world, big time events, including the Blue Jackets outdoor game. And in this particular concert, he sees a Michigan shirt and has to call it out and says, why are you wearing, what are you wearing a Michigan shirt for? And it's just funny.
Were they in the state of Michigan?
No.
So it was 100% bait to get these guys to talk to them. It had, come on. Unless your name is Michigan. Unless your name is Michigan or the concert is in Michigan, they could be from Michigan.
Yeah. And how much we know, besides this video that it bugs him, we know how much this bugged him because this comment right here, it says, I love that he was so bothered by the shirt that he told this story at the Cleveland show. So I guess 21 Pilots had a concert in Cleveland, and that he was so bothered by the shirt that when he was at the Cleveland concert they were doing, he told the story about how he was so bothered by the fact that he saw someone wearing a Michigan shirt.
I mean, to be fair, like it's not in Columbus. Columbus is pretty far from Michigan, but
Yeah.
Cleveland's not that far. So
No.
I guess if you really wanted to come see one, but called out. Oh yeah.
But I just think that this was funny. 21 Pilots being the true Ohio people that they are. You know, Tyler Joseph, the lead singer, being an Ohio State guy that he is, saw a Michigan shirt and, you know, what are you, calls it out. What are you wearing a Michigan shirt for? And that was funny. Just wanted to share that on the show. Anyways, next up, we have some news involving Blue Jackets prospect Caden Lindstrom. Of course, Caden Lindstrom going to play for Michigan State, but that's not the news. The news is that he's been picked to try out for Team Canada in the World Juniors. So that's cool. Michigan State Hockey posted this graphic recently, which included all their guys that are going to try out for their respective countries. Blue Jackets prospect Caden Lindstrom is one of those guys. He's been picked to try out for Team Canada. So shout out to Blue Jackets prospect Caden Lindstrom for being picked to try out for Team Canada for the World Juniors.
That's awesome.
I don't know why he wouldn't be selected for that.
Yeah.
You know who else could possibly get selected? New Penn State commitment, Gavin McKenna.
Well, yeah. You know, shout out to Penn State. They've really stepped it up. They've really put a lot of effort into their hockey team, whether that be a new hockey facility, which is now the best in college hockey, to getting better players. They just had their first best season ever, going to the Frozen Four, and you're rewarded for that by getting, you know, Gavin McKenna, who seems one of the best hockey prospects in a while, and heck, Blue Jackets prospect defenseman Jackson Smith, he's going to Penn State as well. So shout out to Penn State for, you know, you're historically known as a football school and only as a football school, but shout out to you for putting effort into your hockey program, and you're being rewarded for that. So I know that would be nice to see Ohio State put more effort consistently, you know, so they could, because that stuff can happen when you put more effort into your hockey team. I know the women's hockey team consistently good. They've won 2 national championships. Good on you. But I'm talking about we're putting you off to the side. I'm talking about the men's hockey team. If you were putting more effort into it, get a better hockey facility, put more effort into it, be consistently good, you would get rewarded. You probably could get better players and a whole bunch of other stuff. But from my perspective, Ohio State, generally speaking, they're not really interested in doing that. They're okay with just being a football school, which is fine, but you're not going to go very far. You're going to lose out on talent that could be going to your school. But, you know, Michigan State, they've made that decision to put effort into their hockey program. They get good hockey facilities, and now you have good hockey players, and you're getting Caden Lindstrom. It's the same thing with Penn State. Historically, you know, putting effort into your hockey program, you get a hockey facility, you get your best year ever in the Frozen Four, you're getting better players, and you get Gavin McKenna, and Blue Jackets prospect Jackson Smith is going there. So I'd like to see Ohio State men's hockey team do the same thing, put more effort. But that's besides the point. But Hartsey, I know you're a Penn State guy, so overall your thoughts on, you know, Penn State giving Gavin McKenna and even getting Blue Jackets prospect Jackson Smith?
You know, I just want to say, I think Penn State they stepped up from the up and coming to now they might be a threat to the Big Ten hockey program. Not even that, probably nationally. Yep. Have you seen Gavin McKenna's highlights with Medicine Hat?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this kid is able to pull off some amazing things, and I can only pray that he ends up in orange and black Flyer style,
Mhm.
and not the Penguins, because I see a lot of Penguins fans saying, "Oh, we're getting McKenna because he went to Penn State." There's another Pennsylvania team, right? Like,
Right. Yeah.
hey, we could be just as bad as you guys could be.
Right.
You never know. You never know. We could be tanking harder than you guys. The Penguins love tanking.
Yeah. So Hartsey, so Michkov along with Kromarchenko played in a game in Russia, and I know you wanted to talk about that.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is what they call the I think they call it the game of the year. The match of the year. It's the NHL versus KHL
Oh,
All
hell yeah.
Stars. The NHL versus KHL All Stars in the CSK Arena in Moscow.
They're all Russian? They're all Russian
They're
then?
all Russian. All of them are
Oh,
Russian.
that's
And
sick.
there were actually two Blue Jackets that played for the NHL All Stars. Not only did Kromarchenko play, but Dmitri Voronkov was listed
Nice.
on the rosters. So,
Yeah.
if I may, I
Yep.
will name some of these players. You got Alex Ovechkin, obviously. You got Artemi Panarin, former Blue Jacket. You got Igor Shesterkin. You got Dmitry Orlov, Alexander Nikishin, who just signed with the Hurricanes. Andrei Svechnikov, all Hurricanes players there. Ilya Labushkin, Andrei Vasilevsky. Vladislav Gavrikov played, former Jacket.
Yeah.
Andrei Kuzmenko from the Los Angeles Kings. Pavel Buchnevich, Marchenko, Voronkov, obviously. Artem Zub from the Senators. Dmitry Kulikov and Sergei Bobrovsky were there. Another former Jacket. Mikhail
Yeah.
Sergachev was there. From you, Kirill Kaprizov was there. Vasily Podkolzin was there. Alexander Romanov was there, and of course Matvey Michkov, the one and only. So those were, I'm pretty sure, all of the NHL All Stars. It says Ilya Kovalchuk here, but I'm not too sure about that. But that was for the NHL team. For the KHL team, I mean, you might not know all these guys. You may know Alexander Radulov.
Yep.
He played for Dallas. I'm just going to try to name some names here that you guys might recognize. But obviously, Radulov played. Alexander Volkov played. Who else was there? Andrei Mironov was there. Artem Galimov was there. I don't think all of these guys have played in the NHL before, but these are all the KHL All Stars. I know Radulov did some time in Dallas. But yeah, these guys were there, and I'm pretty sure Matvey Michkov hit a Michigan in that game, so that was awesome. But yeah, some Blue Jacket representation there.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Next up, I said fun hockey videos. We did it with the Voronkov highlights, but also, of course, I've done some street hockey tournaments over the years. So this is one from the June 2013.
And this is Kevin playing? We're going to see Kevin playing here?
No, I'm videotaping this.
Oh, what a letdown.
No, but I've done street hockey tournaments. I have played in them, but this is one of my street hockey tournaments in June 2013. And it's me playing it. So it's me taping this. So we're just going to play it, and, feel free, Heartsy, if you want to say anything, any commentary, anything, just on the video, we have to duck to, just, feel free to say it. So here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Let's try this again.
Zuckerberg, do your job. Let's see here. Let's look at some of this film. They're playing on a tennis court. Got a shot from the point that drags along the ice. Big clear. That shot almost hit Kevin. Kevin, may I ask, is there any footage of you playing?
Yes. Well, actually, no. There's pictures of
Damn
me
it.
playing. There's pictures of me playing, but there's no like actual videos.
What a letdown.
I know. Oh well, but we'll continue. What you think in your heart? See,
This might be the most intense ball hockey game I've ever seen.
yeah.
These are all men in their peak athletic forms. Oh, big slapper. I love how the goaltenders have no padding, no glove.
Like no one's wearing shin guards.
No one's wearing shin guards, so someone's femur is at risk here. Achilles tendon. Good pass to the slot there. Yeah, the goaltender has like no glove. Well, I mean, he has a glove, but he has no pads. He has no leg pads.
Hope he's got a cup at least.
Yeah, did any of these guys wear cups?
It seems like a friendly game, not too.
No, a guy like me is going 100%. I'm cup checking somebody.
No.
I just heard the echo in someone's
I heard the echo.
audio. That's hilarious.
There was no cups, Hartsey.
Oh man, so these are real men playing. Oh, what a goal! What a shot! Absolutely.
Did anyone pull a Michigan?
Yeah, so did anyone hit a Michigan? Little Svechnikov action. We got a guy playing. We got a guy in gloves here. This guy knows what he's doing. He's a fucking legend here. Oh, this guy's about to dangle through the entire team. Oh my! A lot of high sticking. A lot of guys playing back here. Real defensive game. Oh, that one high and wide. So are these guys playing with tennis balls here, or?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a. I don't think it's a street puck. It looks like a tennis ball.
Oh my! What a save!
That guy's
No, this is
I guess.
Like little plastic balls.
Wiffle balls.
Oh, okay.
Blitz balls.
Pickleballs?
Pickleball, yeah. I mean, was pickleball even a thing in 2013?
Pickleball has been a thing since the 70s.
Shit, I don't remember it.
Listen, I get randomly obsessed with things for short periods of time. Okay.
Was pickleball one of them?
Yes. I'm not going to sit here and explain the whole history, but it has been around for a lot longer than you might think.
I need the lore of pickleball.
It started by two rich dudes. Like
of course.
Some shit. Yeah, they got bored during the summer.
I want to know the twigs that are used there. I want to see some of these sticks. I got to see some rebar.
I'm really curious too.
Dude, in 2013, there's probably, let's see, what sticks were selling crazy in 2013. Chris from Discord is in the chat. He says he played pickleball in summer camp in the early 2000s all the time. So that,
yeah.
Thanks for the lore, Chris.
Chris from Discord is in the chat.
So, all right. Yeah, so I'll put that up on the screen. So first Chris said LMAO Heartsy. So,
Oh my.
so there's that. And then Chris also said I played pickleball at a summer camp in the early 2000s all the time. There you go. But
Chris probably also wears shorts.
I don't know. Does he? I don't know. But Heartsy, overall, your thoughts on that video that was just played there?
It seems like your casual street floor hockey, type John here. It didn't seem like it didn't look like anybody was going too hard. I didn't see anybody fighting, so that's good.
Right.
Although there's probably been instances, I don't know. I think maybe we played different types of street hockey, because when I played street hockey, there was a lot of fighting. But then again, I played with some violent kids growing up. But
this was kind of a one-time tournament too, so there was no, like bad blood from games prior.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure
there's no missed calls from the ref that boil over to the next game.
All right, Heartsy.
Didn't your Uncle Doc ref?
Yes.
Yeah.
There he is. Well, so
Heartsy.
Heartsy, I want to get some of your commentary here. This is another clip from a different hockey tournament.
All right, so this is from 2017. It said, right?
Yes.
So probably some younger kids. These are like kids playing with full-grown adults. Nice clear. That was
That's how indoor soccer was for me growing up. Like we played in like an adult league.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you really like that clear there, huh, Heartsy?
Really like dumping the puck into the zone, trying to get some chances. They're going to try to move up the zone here.
Like taking dumps. What?
I can see a guy playing with a baseball glove. Classic. You got a nice little Bauer twig here.
Yeah. Yep.
Love that. Now, I'm assuming this is from summertime, considering
yes, it is.
A lot of people
It
wearing
is.
shorts.
Yep.
Oh, what a play defensively. He's got a break. They're all over him, though. Oh, man, they couldn't get that fuck out.
Here we go. All right, let's go. Let's keep this commentary going, Heartsy.
Nice little breakout going. A shot from an ugly angle. That one was held off. There's some people wearing shin guards and knee pads. Oh, man, the little flip over the net. Nice little flip over the net. Okay, I see it. The turnover. Oh, my. Almost a complete lapse by the goaltender. They're all over him here. Great puck or ball movement, I'd say. But a turnover. Look out. I'm just doing commentary on a clip from 2017.
That's what, Heartsy, that's what you're good at, so I'm having you do it.
We are so deep into the off season right now, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing going on here.
So, believe me, there's a couple of things that I could have took some more deeper dives into with Chinakhov, but I chose not to for the sake of not boring the shit out of it.
Oh, it's a bad pass. Turnover. Oh, okay. Good defense to keep the shot away. Nice scoop save. Good clear by the goaltender. They just can't get that puck into the other zone.
I just hit my mic. Mic check. I'll hear me good?
Yep.
Yeah. Are we ever going to see a goal? They're going to set up from behind the net here.
A goal does happen in this video.
No. Oh, it's way to sweep that away. Oh my, loose. No, goaltender's all over that one. We're gonna get a stoppage in play as we're gonna get a face-off here in the offensive zone for whatever team it is. A lot of great.
There's
a lot of movement.
Do you see it? There's the goal, Heartsy. Did you see it?
I missed it. I'm gonna be honest. I looked away for like half a second and I missed it.
I'll back it up.
Let's see. Setting up from the point. And oh man, that just slipped through. Must have been some traffic out in front.
It will back it up so you can see it again.
Yeah, this is just great puck movement by the defender over at the point, and it's just a nice shot to get through all the bodies.
We'll pause it again so you can see it. There we go. The little line change. Here we go. There we go. Like this.
Puck caught up in
Like
his
this.
feet here. Puts it on his forehand.
Little
Yeah, he got
screen
the
in front.
defenseman moving.
Little screen in front. Shot. And right there in through the 5-hole.
Right, 5 holes wide open.
So there you go. Goal. All right. So
Good goal.
Keep the commentary going, Hartsey.
Okay. All right. Face off after the goal then. Maybe a little cheeky little puck drop here so we can get back to the action. Let's see. All forehands and just terrible finesse technique there by the guy losing the face off. Puck given cross. Turned over. Oh, man. Nice little quick shot off the side of the net. Trying to flip that puck right back up. Seen that play a couple times. Puck into the neutral zone. If you could call it, I don't know what to call it. You want to call it neutral zone or what do we call it? What do we call that there? The neutral zone or the zone in between the courts? Little snapper there. It must have hurt like a son of a bitch to have one of those shots hit the shins. Was that another goal there, or did the goaltender sweat that? Nope.
Nope. And that right there, that's going to be the end of the period. Well, wait a minute. No, face off right here. At the end of the period.
This is a very intense game, ladies and gentlemen. Good clear. They got the big boys out there now. Let's see it. There you go. They're going to try to up. Good defense to swipe that puck away. Move, ref. Move, ref. Oh, my.
That's in.
That's a goal. That's a good goal.
And that's the end of that.
Count it.
So
that was a nice little shot. Change the speed and direction of the puck. Goaltender had no way to catch that one.
So, all right. Overall, Hartsey, your thoughts on that hockey video? Hartsey, your thoughts on that video?
Let's see what we got here, Kev.
No, over your thoughts on the hockey video, Hartsey.
Can you hear him, Hartsey? This happened before, where suddenly he could not hear us. Can you hear me, Hartsey?
Okay. Well,
anything? All right. Yeah. Well, we can hear you.
Oh no, my mic! I can't hear anybody. We've gone on for too long. Help! Ah!
Well, check the chat.
That's
just hilarious. Check the chat, Hartsey. Check the chat.
For too long.
Check the chat. Check the chat.
Oh, this. So we might have to speak sign language, boys. We've gone off the rails.
Check the chat. Go over there. Go over to the private chat.
I'm about to lose my shit.
All right. Well. Okay.
All right.
Well,
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
But anyway. I'll share some of my thoughts while he's returning. Dope. I mean, I saw it last week too, but.
Okay. Hey. Okay.
Technology.
Hartsey.
Yes, Kevin.
Your thoughts on that hockey video?
It was probably the greatest showing of sport man has ever given us.
Okay. My next thing I would like to share is that recently the Clippers recently teased a little teaser video, and it looks like in September they're doing something with the Blue Jackets. I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to take a guess on what I think it is.
Ooh. Yeah, did you see that patch? Oh, that's totally a Clippers like hockey jersey thing.
I feel like
Because
Stinger got a
baseball teams don't
makeover.
have patches like that generally, right?
No,
Did he?
not any of that I've seen. Or maybe it's just a mascot.
I think it's just a new uniform
I think
for Stinger.
I don't know if I'm tweaking, but I feel like Stinger got himself like a facelift or something. I feel like his face was like I feel like his head was like way wider.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
would-
not, maybe not. I don't think his head was. I think his smile was, and I think it was.
Oh,
not
he
quite
lost his
so
smile.
white.
Stinger lost his smile.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's actually slightly turned down more,
Make him look
maybe,
more menacing.
or it's like the teeth are slightly shorter, like not as wide. No,
Yeah, make
they'd
him
be
look
more
more
menacing.
angry.
Or did you say not as much or more?
Make him more menacing.
Yeah, yeah. It's
No.
I know it's a little not quite accurate. Okay, I can't move it without knocking shit over. Never mind.
Both of your mascots are like very bright green. You
Yeah.
ever notice that?
So
Yeah, interesting. What is the
So-
mascot for the Clippers?
well, they have multiple
bird.
because they have a seal and they have a pirate.
Nice. And a bird.
Right.
I'm sorry.
A
They
parrot.
a parrot. They have a seal and
Okay,
a
okay.
parrot.
That makes sense.
But so what I think it is, just in my opinion, it's either a Blue Jackets night at the a Blue Jackets night with a Blue Jackets night at a Clippers game with like a Clippers themed Blue Jackets jersey. That's what I'm thinking. What it probably is. Just my opinion.
I'm thinking so.
That's what you're thinking too, there, Hartsey.
Yeah, I mean the 25th of this September.
The 4th, September 4th.
September 4th. I thought it said 25th.
September 4th, 2025.
Oh, I can't read. I thought that said September 25th. My brain's fried.
Yeah, because that
it
won't
is
like
before.
the
This is before
preseason
the
won't even
preseason.
start then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Thursday. I was going to say,
So-
also, I just want to say, I don't know if this is right, but the Jackets have 4 straight days with preseason games.
Yeah, but what will happen probably is that
They
they'll
might
play
be split
2
squad.
different teams. Yes. Yeah, because sometimes like they'll go like send one to that. They'll play at both like, at home and an away game with different teams.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. Like they'll send a different team to the away.
Yeah.
I think that's
So
what they did last year.
Also, I don't know if we've talked about this on the show yet, but we got to talk about the Jackets schedule
Yes.
release video.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
We have to talk
this
about
was-
that before we get out of here.
Yeah. So before
loved
we
it.
get, we'll do that. But first, Hefty Duck, what do you think it is? I've said, in my opinion, I think it's like a Blue Jackets themed jersey, a Clippers themed Blue Jackets jersey, and like a Blue Jackets night at the Clippers game.
Yeah, I think that to me this seems like there's going to be some sort of promo. I mean, this is going to be right before the Blue Jackets preseason starts. This will be right before the Prospects Challenge. Still, I think the Prospects Challenge goes from like September 11th to like hold on, I have this written down. Prospects Challenge September 11th to the 14th. So this is like the month beforehand. I definitely think that there's going to be something at the Clippers game. And then maybe during the regular season for the hockey season, maybe we'll do like a little crossover too. Maybe late in the year next year before the Clippers season starts.
I was going to say, that's very late into the baseball season.
Right. Like that's almost towards their end. So, it's kind of entering in that transition from, here's the professional baseball team. Now here's the professional hockey team.
So, all right.
I feel like there's a lot of overlap between the two. Both sports. You hit
There
something
is.
with a stick. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
overall, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. That the Clippers will be doing something with the Blue Jackets. The schedule did come out, and the Blue Jackets did a video about to help promote that, and it's a Jackass style themed
It's so good.
style themed video. So
God,
It's
so
so
good,
good.
dude. It's so fucking good. Yeah, we have to really watch it because the music in here.
yeah,
So,
I'm turning this off. No music. So if you want to go
we'll
listen to
narrate
the
this
full
a bit.
thing,
Yeah,
if you want to listen to the full thing, go find the Blue Jacket social media pages.
it's on Twitter, maybe IG, Facebook, all that. But it's such a good watch.
So it opens up with Dean Everson going, "I'm Dean Everson, and this is Jackets." Like how I'm John Knoxville, and this is Jackass. And then someone throws like the, an exploding ball right in front of his drive when he's playing.
Yeah, there's like
And
people. It's so good. They're shooting pucks
Oh
at
my
penguins
God.
and covering
The
Canadians in
penguin
maple
mascot.
syrup. They're sanding people. Oh my God, dude, the stunts.
So each of the stunts has something to do with the team they're playing. So like,
oh my goodness,
that's hilarious. Oh, okay. Or it kind of mimics like an old stunt from Jackass, like the one that hit Stinger. That was the
the
one that took
big
Dan
the
Marquardt
high
out.
five.
The high five with the flower exploding. At least they didn't do that to ruin the mascot. And then like when they were playing, what was it, Seattle? They were hitting each other with the fish.
I think it was the Islanders. They were hitting each other with fish.
Right on. And then like the sand in the helmet for Florida.
Because they're at the beach.
Very creative. 100% go check it out because it's hilarious.
We'll play it again.
We have like no affiliation with the Blue Jackets organization, but I really love what they did with this a lot. Because like this is straight from like my childhood.
I
was a teenager watching this shit.
They did this was great.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like fantastic. They know their market well. I think at least they hit my demographic. So
yeah, it worked for me, dude.
Yeah,
they're just assaulting people in other jerseys. Like they basically tar and feathered a Maple Leafs player
with maple
syrup. But they threw maple syrup at
fake leaves,
fake maple leaves at him.
Look at that maple syrup.
Straight to the face, Mrs. Buttersworth. Straight to the fucking straight to the face, dude.
That's not even maple syrup. That's fake corn syrup garbage.
I'm better wasting that than actual syrup.
That is true. It's
still funny.
There you go. Make some leaves thrown at them,
And then they got like the fishermen fighting in public. There's like people look at it like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
People like rowing along the river. They're just like,
they hit this one out of the park. They didn't do see. I wish the Flyers could do some stuff like this, like the shooting the puck at the pucks at the Penguins was so funny. Like that was the best part.
Yeah,
that was the best part. Fun fact: I think the Jackets have a game on my birthday.
Oh yeah,
yeah, January 28th. I think they have a game on my birthday. Let's see.
Happy early birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday! Fucking 6 months from now, they play the Flyers on my birthday.
Happy half birthday in 2 days.
Happy almost
whatever.
Birthday. 6 months from now, they play the Flyers on my birthday. I'm coming to Columbus.
Nice. Do it. Better.
So of course, sand. So has his helmet, and there's sand everywhere.
Beach sand. Yeah. They play the Hawks. Dude, look at this. This is assault. I don't know what they threw at that poor girl down.
It looked like just some like stuffed cubes. Like they looked like there was a little bit of weight to them, but they weren't like. It looks like a disco ball.
Dude, they play on. I get it. It's a New Year's Eve ball because they play on New Year's Eve. Oh,
December 31st.
I understand.
Wonderful. And there is disco balls up in the rafters, I think.
Yeah, I think that's also in Columbus. Yeah, the ball is dropping on her head. That's awesome.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
Bonk.
Dude, oh my god. Yeah, this was really good. The sand was crazy. Look, oh my goodness.
I'm just stoked that like an organization like as big and corporate as like any sports team was like, this is awesome, because like they
Yeah.
were right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
so
They're for the
there-
fans, not the they're for the fans, the people who fill up
Right.
the bowls and not the suites.
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck you, corporate.
All right. So, probably. Oh, hang on a sec here. So, recently went on a trip to Cincinnati, and I'm gonna share these pictures. So, first things first, go Reds, and that's the outside home plate. That's the main gate to get in to go to the game. Always have to take a picture of that. This is my seats from one of the games on the first base line. This is the game from Sunday.
Sunday.
There we go. Reds win. There we go. Get on the scoreboard.
Who did the Reds play this day?
They played the Rockies.
Oh, that's an easy win. Oh yeah.
Of course, had to stop by the Bengals store. Got some Joe Burrow jerseys, Jamar Chase.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm on an Ohio podcast, so I can't say what I want to say.
Who day? Anyways, and of course, I saw the outstanding, the wonderful, good friend of the show, one of my favorite Columbus friends, the Dime a Dog champion himself, Harry, at the Reds game. Such a fun time to see Harry at the Reds game. Good to talk to him.
Diamond Dog champ.
That's right. The
King
Dime a
of
Dog.
Dillazies, the Shaborn
right.
Boing Destroyer.
That's right. The Dime a Dog. The Dime a Dog champion, my guy Harry, at the Reds game.
What's that face for, Lance? What's that face for?
So I like seeing Harry at Blue Jackets games. I've seen him at Clippers games, and it was good to see him at the Reds game. So next up, of course, another Reds win. There we go. Just players. So I took
Was
a
this
picture.
also against the Rockies?
Yes.
No, easy win.
So every time a Reds player was up to bat, I took a picture of them on the scoreboard. So we have Santiago Espinal. We have their catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Novelli Marte, that day was designated hitter. Spencer Steer, their first baseman. Connor Joe, who's playing right field that day.
Great name.
It is. Austin Hayes, left fielder.
Boo. He hates the Phillies. Boo.
We have the stud, legendary star player, Ellie De La Cruz. And we have Matt McLean, their second baseman. Ellie De La Cruz is shortstop, but Matt McLean, second base. Center fielder, TJ Friedel. That's another picture from one of the games I went to. This is a hot dog that I had at a Reds game.
Oh, my.
This Skyline chili nachos in a Reds helmet. Chili, 2 kinds of cheese and chips. It was awesome.
I will never, I'm just going to say this. I will never forgive Nationwide Arena for running out of cheese when I wanted to go get my Skyline chili.
Yeah.
Do you see how much they put on? Of course they ran out.
Well, but if you're supposed to put a lot on, don't you think you should have a lot more?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's fair.
But you know what, Hartsey? Your time will come. You will get to try Skyline Chili at a Blue Jackets game. It's coming.
Anywhere, just in general.
In general, you will get to try Skyline Chili. You go 3-way, 4-way, 5-way. The
It's
meat
coming.
chili, spaghetti, the cheese, the onions. You can get on hot dog, whatever. But at the Reds game, you can get Skyline Chili Nachos, which is 2 kinds of cheese, the meat, and the chips in a Reds helmet. And it was fun. Very good. Reds win again. Another picture.
Wait, hold on. Who the hell is that again?
That's one of their mascots.
Mr. Red.
Oh,
That's Mr. Red Leg.
Red Leg.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot. Dude, I did a whole school project on mascots, and I feel like I brought this guy up, and I can't believe I forgot his name.
Yeah, Mr. Red Leg. Anyways, I'm not showing that. This is from the Saturday game when the Jose Trevino was catching. Will Benson was right field that day. And then Spencer was Gavin Lux was left field that day. There's Ellie De La Cruz.
Boo, Austin Hayes. Boo.
The legendary Ellie De La Cruz. There's Ellie De La Cruz again. There's my pictures from Saturday's game. You'll notice it's very packed on behind home plate in the first base line. No one's really sitting on the first base line because there's no shade there, and it was really hot that day.
No, what are you, scared of the sun? Get yourself a tan, buddy.
It's hard. It's really hot in.
We are not
hard seat. Cincinnati is really hot. In the summertime, Cincinnati is really hot. So if you can get seats in the shade, you get seats in the shade.
Dude, here in Philly, if the sun gets to you, they'd probably charge more for shaded seats. I'm gonna be real with you.
They did. My dad said these tickets right here were more expensive compared to the seats on the first base line.
I'm crying. That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, because it shields you from the rain then too, if it were to storm or something.
Yes.
You got the little bit of the roof.
So there's that. Of course, stuff from the Reds store. Some Reds hats. Another picture right there from the game. Ellie De La Cruz Funko Pop. Big Red Machine shirt. Game used. We got some jerseys from Barry Larkin, Joe Morgan. Let's see here. Here for the chili. Here for the Coney. So Cincinnati chili shirt. Awesome. This is a Cincinnati style bratwurst with chili, cheese, onions. It was outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
With some fruit. Oh, it was wonderful. Skyline chili at the hotel room.
DoorDash.
No, we picked it up at the restaurant to go and brought it back. So here we have the 3-way, which is the chili, the spaghetti, and the cheese. This is a Coney bowl, so it's just a big chili, hot dog, and cheese in a bowl. A little side salad there too.
Also, a lot of cheese in the salad. Lots of cheese.
Well, that's what they do in Cincinnati. It's just awesome.
One of the comments says, "I can smell this picture."
That's my dad.
That is hilarious. I just want to say that is hilarious. I always love those type of comments, dude. I can hear this photo. I can smell this photo.
Yeah. This is Jungle Gyms. This is north of Cincinnati. And if you are in the Cincinnati area, you need to go to Jungle Gyms. It's a grocery store with food from all over the world, and it's really cool.
Isn't that grocery store with the animatronic robots?
It is.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
More stuff from the Red store. More stuff from the Red store. 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 Red store.
What?
Red store.
What?
Red store. You got all these hats at the Red store. All these hats you can get at the Red store. you know,
Give me a
jerseys,
Hell yeah, brother.
more jerseys you can get, you know.
Where's my drinks? I need to do a style. Let's go.
The Reds Museum had a big red there's one room that was all the World Series trophies in there. So like that's the one from the 90s, that's the one from 1976.
Fun fact, by the way, I have a World Series 1990 hat that I stole from my uncle, like right behind me. You can't see it. I don't have a camera, but I do have it.
So go Reds. So here you have all their World Series trophies, the World Series trophies. You got the one from the 90s, 1976, 1975, 1940. A close up of their 1991. Wait, that's 1976, 1975, 1975. That's
So back to back, huh?
They did go back to back in the 70s.
Good for them.
Game used jerseys. Another, jerseys from the World Series teams. Different pennants. This is Brian Giesenslaw. He does stuff for the Reds and the Blue Jackets.
Where's his hair?
Well, he bald. He bald. Here we have a game-used helmet from Scooter Gennett, who's the only player in Reds history to get 4 home runs in a game, so that was cool. Let's see here. These are World Series championship rings from the 90s, so that was cool to see. Game-used Johnny Bench glove. Let's see. Game-used glove by Eric Davis from their World Series team. Game-used Joey Votto glove. Game-used Joey Votto jersey. Joe Morgan jersey. Got Pete Rose jersey, Joe Morgan, Joey Votto, George Foster. World Series teams. Barry Larkin, Suarez. Let's see here. Go Chris Sabo. He was on the 90s World Series team. Let's see here. Oh, game-used Johnny Cueto jersey. If you're ever in Cincinnati, go to the Reds Museum. It's a lot of cool memorabilia that they have there. Game-used bats, jerseys. So Ellie De La Cruz hit a cycle, and this is the jersey from that cycle. Game-used Brent Phillips jersey. There's just a lot of autographed World Series pennant from the 90s. Game-used. You got some jerseys, just a lot of cool stuff. This is Johnny Bench statue, little mannequin, bobbleheads. Just a lot of cool stuff that was in. A lot of cool stuff. This is part, and then they had a Big Red Machine exhibit because it's 50 years since the Big Red Machine. Just got a lot of cool stuff from my trip to Cincinnati. And I think we're almost done here. I think we are almost, let's see here. That's a Johnny Bench statue. That's my brick. I got a brick by the Johnny Bench statue. This is a pizza and a side salad for $9 at the Holy Grail right across the street from the Reds, so that's cool. Ellie De La Cruz. That's me at the Reds game. Cool Hawaiian shirt. Ellie De La Cruz. That's me and my mom at the Reds game. My dad's in there, but you can't really see his face. That's me at the German restaurant where the Cincinnati chili-style bratwurst was. Moorline Lagerhaus. Okay, Bengals store. Bengals mannequin at the Bengals store. Bengals hats. Bengals mannequin, wearing Bengals jersey. A Bengals jacket, which I'm surprised it's July and you're still selling jackets, but whatever. And Bengals jerseys. So That was some pictures. Oop, I'm sorry, Archie. I meant to hit the wrong button. So little pictures from my trip to Cincinnati that I just wanted to share there. So I think we've gone on for a little bit, a little over 2 hours here, going on a little heater here. So, oh, RT left. Okay, well,
His headset died. He had to head out.
okay. Well, I was going to ask if he wanted to promote anything, but I guess not. So, after he died, let's see here. Yeah, LOL, my headset died. Shout out to the CTE crew. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so I'm going to say some stuff and then we're going to get out of here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please tell your family, please tell your friends, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please tell your family, please tell your friends. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And like I always do, got to give a shout out to my awesome Uncle Doc. Good guy, and I loved hanging out with you and seeing you. Family get-togethers, family parties, holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, and so much more. And I love talking hockey with you. And I wish you were still here, but you're not. You died, unfortunately, back in September 2024. Wonder what your thoughts on the Blackhawks are right now. And I can tell you my thoughts on the Blue Jackets right now. But I wish you're still here so I could talk some hockey with you. I miss you very much. It sucks that you're not here anymore. But shout out to my awesome Uncle Doc. I wish you're still here so I could talk some hockey with you. Shout out to my awesome Uncle Doc. Thank you for everything. So now, all right. So the hockey schedules have come out, which is cool, and which means that the hockey schedules are coming out. You better start planning your life. You know, get your tickets and everything and so much more. So there it is. Look, there's the schedule. The schedule for the Blue Jackets is officially out, which means we now know when Union Blue Soldiers will be doing their annual march for the Blue Jackets home opener. It will be on, let's see, gotta pull this up so we can have it. It's going to be right here. Join Union Blue Soldiers for our next march on October 13th, 2025. That's a Monday. So join Union Blue Soldiers for our next march on Monday, October 13th, 2025 at our bar, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, join Union Blue Soldiers for their next march on Monday, October 13th, 2025, starting at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Time, our bar. This is the event you want to go to. This is the event, if you're a Blue Jackets fan, that you do not want to miss. This is a fun event, bringing all Blue Jackets fans together to cheer on the Blue Jackets. I'm going to play video, and then that'll be like my last thing. Hefty Duck can say his things, and then we can get out of here. So, you should... We're going to turn that down. So as you can see, there's a video from just different marches that Union Blue Soldiers has had over the years. Featured on TV, ABC 6 News. We've been featured on the scoreboard at Blue Jackets games. It's been in the Columbus Dispatch. It's been talked about on 97.1 The Fan. If you watched the Blue Jackets game within the last year or two, you have seen the march on TV in a ticket commercial. This is the event that you want to go to. Join your fellow Blue Jackets fans for the annual Union Blue Soldiers March on Monday, October 13th, 2025. Join Union Blue Soldiers as we all come together to march on to Nationwide Arena to cheer on the Blue Jackets. CBJ! 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 Let's go, Jackets! Let's go, Jackets! Let's go, Jackets! So, join us one last time. One last time, join. So, one last time, join Union Blue Soldiers for their annual march on Monday, October 13th, 2025, R-bar 6 o'clock p.m. See you there. CBJ! CBJ! And check out Union Blue Soldiers. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. All right. Follow Union Blue Soldiers. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. All right. That is it for me for now. Hefty Duck will say his things, and then we can get out of here.
I really don't have much. I am the we don't have any sponsors right now. We don't particularly aren't necessarily looking for any. I'm a sponsor. So if you would check out my tattoo page over at Lance.Schrock Tattoos on Instagram. You can check me out on Facebook and all those other places too. But while you're doing that, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe to us, like Kevin said. Thank you to our audio listeners. Once again, if you'd like to listen to our audio, check us out on Spotify, Google, or Apple playlists. Anywhere you can find podcasts. I meant podcast. But anyway, check out that stuff. And we will be back here 1 week from today, as usual, at our usual time. Yeah, that's all we got. We'll have some more fun stuff for you next week. I'm sure more stuff will happen. So everyone have a good one, and we'll see you soon. Later.